What if I told you your exhaustion isn't just burnout? It's not just the long hours, the crowded streets, or the endless demands of modern life. What if it's something far deeper? A silent war waged on your very soul. For centuries, a veil has been pulled over our eyes. We've been told that the weight we carry is normal. That feeling drained is simply the price of living. But deep inside, you've always sensed something was off, haven't you? When was the last time you felt truly free? Not just relaxed for a fleeting moment, but free in a way that ignited your very spirit. This isn't random. There's an architecture designed to keep you tired, distracted, and disconnected. A hidden machine that feeds on your energy, harvesting it while you go through the motions of life. The greatest trick it ever pulled was convincing you that your fatigue is accidental, just a byproduct of civilization. By the end of this journey, you'll understand this hidden system, how it drains your life force, and most importantly, how to reclaim what's always been yours. Imagine breaking free from this invisible cage and stepping into a life where your energy is not just restored but radiates like a beacon. So, let me ask you this. Do you believe the life you're living is truly your own? Or could it be that you're unknowingly playing a role in a game you never chose? If you've ever felt like there's more freedom, more connection, more light, you're not alone. And what we uncover together might just change everything. To understand how your energy is being harvested, we must trace its origins. This system of control didn't appear overnight. It evolved, quietly and systematically, over centuries. Let's go back to the early 1600s, when the Dutch East India Company emerged as the world's first corporate superpower. At its core, this was a groundbreaking moment for free market exchange, a system built on voluntary trade and the promise of shared prosperity. However, over time, as power became concentrated, natural human tendencies like greed found ways to manipulate the system. While trade and contracts remained essential tools for human progress, the interference of centralized powers and monopolistic practices began to distort the organic balance of voluntary exchange, steering it away from the self-regulating harmony it was meant to foster. It's no coincidence that cities, the epicenters of this system, began to grow in tandem. Picture a sprawling urban landscape not as a place of opportunity, but as a massive energy farm. We're the crops, and stress is the harvest. Think about it. Every moment you spend worrying about bills, deadlines, or the future, you're radiating energy. Energy that doesn't disappear. It's absorbed by the system, fueling those who thrive on your disconnection. Even today, political institutions allied with oligarchs and their corporations manipulate this dynamic. Have you ever noticed how sales pitches influence your fear of losing? Or how debt keeps you trapped in an endless cycle of work? This is no accident. It's strategy. Science offers us glimpses into this reality. Kirlian photography, a tool for capturing the energy fields around living beings, has shown that stress creates measurable imbalances in our aura. A 2021 study at UC San Diego revealed that elevated cortisol levels, our stress hormone, reduce the vibrancy of our biofield. Over time, this imbalance leaves us more vulnerable, more drained, and more controllable. But why is all of this happening? It's because disconnected, drained people are easier to control. When you're tired, you don't question. When you're hungry for meaning, you accept whatever is fed to you. The system thrives on your distraction. And yet, even in the face of this, there's hope. Because once you see the architecture of this energy drain, you can begin to dismantle it. The question now isn't just what's been taken from you, but how do you take it back? Cities are designed for convenience, but beneath the surface, they function as intricate energy, draining ecosystems. Every corner, every structure, every public space can either nourish or sap your vitality, and most are designed for the latter. Let's start with airports. the ultimate energy tornadoes. These hubs of constant movement and anxiety combine two major disruptors: electromagnetic chaos and collective stress. A 2019 study in Tokyo revealed that 80% of travelers experienced a 30% shrinkage in their auras after flights. The metal-heavy architecture and relentless noise create a perfect storm of energetic depletion. Next, consider shopping malls. Underneath their shiny facades lies a carefully crafted web of disruption. Fluorescent lighting, found in almost every mall, is notorious for its effect on the pineal gland, which governs your body's natural rhythms and intuition. A 2021 Harvard study confirmed that prolonged exposure to this type of artificial light significantly reduces melatonin production, leaving you physically and spiritually out of sync. Then, there are food deserts, urban areas where access to fresh, wholesome food is practically non-existent. Instead, they're flooded with processed, nutrient-poor options. These foods don't just harm the body, they dull the mind. Studies show that processed foods reduce biophoton emissions by up to 60%, diminishing the energy that naturally radiates from within. If cities are farms and we are the crops, then think of these hotspots as the harvesting machines. Each element, whether it's the glass-heavy skyscrapers that amplify electromagnetic frequencies or the endless hum of Wi-Fi signals, is designed to keep you unbalanced. But the drain isn't always physical. Emotional and psychological stress plays a massive role. Take a moment to think about your own urban experiences. Have you ever walked into a crowded subway station and felt a weight in your chest? Or stepped out of a long day at work only to feel like your soul stayed behind in the office? These feelings aren't just in your head. They're the result of a cumulative intentional design that thrives on your disconnection. Imagine these cities are like haunted houses, but the ghosts aren't spirits. They're frequency disruptors. From the electromagnetic hum of a city grid to the psychic residue of millions of stressed individuals, these invisible forces create an energetic fog. What's worse, this fog isn't confined to urban spaces. Glass-heavy apartment buildings amplify electromagnetic pollution after sunset, and constant exposure to Wi-Fi and cellular signals keeps your nervous system in a perpetual state of fight or flight. What can you do about it? Small shifts in awareness and action can create significant changes. For instance, avoid spending prolonged periods in glass-heavy buildings after dark. Opt for natural lighting whenever possible, and consider introducing grounding practices, like walking barefoot on grass or touching the bark of a tree, to restore balance. You might not be able to escape these zones entirely, but you can begin to see them for what they are. Awareness is the first step in reclaiming your energy. Once you recognize the drain, you can start to rebuild your inner reserves. If the system is designed to drain you, the antidote is creating a shield, an intentional layer of protection that combines spiritual wisdom with scientific understanding. This shield doesn't just block external drains, it fortifies your inner energy, making you less susceptible to the chaos around you. Let's begin with bioenergetic armor, a practice rooted in ancient visualization techniques. Imagine surrounding your body with a golden light. Not white, but golden. Why? Gold resonates with the solar plexus, the seat of your personal power. This visualization does more than uplift your spirit, it has measurable effects on your body. Psychoneuroimmunology, a field that bridges the mind and immune system, has shown that mental imagery can boost IgA antibodies, enhancing your resilience to stress and illness. A UCLA study in 2020 confirmed that these practices increase overall energy levels and emotional balance. But visualization is just the beginning. Grounding, or earthing, takes this concept further by physically reconnecting you to the Earth's natural frequencies. Press your bare feet to the soil for at least 7 minutes a day. Or if you're near a tree, place your hand on its north-facing side. Science validates what many indigenous cultures have always known: trees emit Schumann resonance frequencies, which neutralize the static created by electromagnetic fields. In 2022, Japanese researchers found that even a 2-minute connection with a tree's energy reduced participants' stress markers by nearly 40%. For those living in high-rise apartments or dense urban areas, transforming your home into a sanctuary is essential. One of the most effective tools is sound. Frequencies like 528 Hz, often called the BLOV frequency, can block the subtle energy hijacking caused by nearby Wi-Fi routers or heavy EMF pollution. Placing a small speaker emitting these tones near your workspace or bedroom can create a shield of vibrational harmony. This isn't about rejecting modernity. It's about reclaiming sovereignty in a world that seeks to overwhelm you. By weaving these practices into your daily routine, you begin to shift the energetic balance. Your shield becomes an unshakable foundation, restoring the power that the system tries to erode. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity. These rituals don't require expensive equipment or dramatic life changes. They ask only for your presence and intention. Every time you visualize golden light, every moment spent in stillness with the earth, you're not just protecting your energy, you're amplifying it. Now, think about your own life. Could your apartment become a fortress of light? Could your daily walk to work be a moment of grounding instead of a drain? These small shifts open the door to profound transformation. Your home is more than a place to sleep and store your belongings. It's an extension of your energy field. The spaces we occupy influence not only how we feel, but how effectively we can shield ourselves from external disruptions. If cities are farms designed to harvest energy, then your home should become a sanctuary, an intentional refuge where energy flows freely and supports your sovereignty. To start, consider the structure of your living space. Most homes are designed with corners and straight lines, which create drainage lines, where energy becomes stagnant or leaks out. By arranging your furniture in circular patterns or flow-friendly layouts, you disrupt these lines and encourage a harmonious energy current. Think of your home as a circuit board. When everything is connected fluidly, energy amplifies instead of dissipating. Sound also plays a critical role in shaping the energy of a space. Frequencies like 528 Hz, often referred to as the frequency of love, can neutralize harmful vibrations, including those from Wi-Fi routers and EMF pollution. Placing a small speaker emitting this frequency in key areas of your home, especially near tech-heavy zones like your office or bedroom, creates an acoustic barrier that shields and uplifts. The importance of intentional design isn't just theoretical. In 2023, a Berlin apartment block underwent a redesign that incorporated circular furniture arrangements, natural materials, and sound therapy zones. Within 6 months, residents reported a 40% reduction in burnout symptoms and an overall improvement in mood and vitality. This isn't coincidence. It's the power of energy-conscious living. Beyond the physical layout, remember that your home is also a vibrational entity. It absorbs the emotions, thoughts, and energy of those who inhabit it. Regularly clearing this energy is essential. Simple practices like burning sage, using Tibetan singing bowls, or even clapping in the corners of each room can release stagnant or negative vibrations. Imagine your home as a sacred temple, with each object, sound, and color chosen deliberately to support your well-being. The walls hold your intentions, the furniture anchors your presence, and the sounds resonate with your highest frequency. Your space becomes not just a physical refuge, but a spiritual fortress. Now, take a moment to assess your surroundings. Are there areas that feel heavy or uninviting? Do certain spots seem to drain your focus or energy? These are clues, opportunities to transform your space into a haven of light and vitality. What if I told you the system itself isn't inherently evil but a mirror, a reflection of our collective fears, doubts, and unresolved energies? The powers that drain us only exist because, on some level, we've allowed them to. But here's the key: the same system that thrives on our fear begins to crumble when we awaken to our light. History has proven the transformative power of collective intention. The Institute of Noetic Sciences conducted an experiment where 10,000 people meditated simultaneously on peace and harmony. Astonishingly, the crime rate in the surrounding area dropped by 23%. This wasn't magic, it was the ripple effect of coherent energy fields, influencing the chaotic vibrations around them. What does this mean for you? It means that reclaiming your energy isn't just a personal journey. It's a contribution to the collective awakening. Each time you choose presence over fear, light over doubt, and love over division, you weaken the system that feeds on darkness. You don't need to be a monk in the mountains or a yogi in a cave to make a difference. Start small and dedicate just 1 minute a day to visualizing a golden net of light covering your city, protecting its people and raising its vibration. Picture this net dissolving fear and amplifying compassion. It may sound simple, but its impact is profound. The truth is, you're not just a participant in this grand design. You're a creator. Every thought, every choice, and every breath contributes to the tapestry of this shared reality. The system may want you to believe you're a powerless battery, drained and replaceable. But the truth: you're a supernova, capable of igniting change on a scale you can't yet fathom. The collective awakening starts with individuals like you reclaiming their energy, transforming their spaces, and stepping into their power. Together, we can dismantle the invisible chains and co-create a reality built on freedom, love, and light. Picture this: the sun setting over a reclaimed urban garden where vibrant life pulses through every corner. The hum of bees replaces the hum of machines and the air feels lighter, freer. This isn't some distant utopia. It's a glimpse of what's possible when we reclaim our energy and choose sovereignty over submission. The antidote to control isn't escape. It's standing firm in your light. It's recognizing that every step you take with awareness, every breath you draw with intention, weakens the system that thrives on your fear. This isn't just about resistance, it's about creation. Crafting a world where your energy serves your highest purpose, not the agendas of others. As Charles Eisenstein beautifully reminds us, the antidote to control is not escape, it's sovereignty. Sovereignty begins with simple, intentional acts. Start today. Comment your city's name below, followed by your name. Let's weave a collective shield of light together, a golden web spanning across borders, reminding us all that we're not alone in this awakening. And before you go, keep an eye out for the Sanskrit phrase hidden in this video. It's a whisper of liberation, a quiet reminder of your true essence. I am free. This journey is only the beginning. Are you ready to reclaim your power,